Hi guys, it's your girl VD, Vitruvian doll, as known as the Truvy. Whoop, 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 whoop. I hope you're all having a lovely and a blessed day. I wanted to hit you guys with another video. And it's going to be a quick one, hopefully. Bit of a story time. Story time. So I'm going to talk to you guys about my experience of London / growing up in Essex. So yeah, I mean, obviously your girl's grown now, so I just literally just wanted to speak on my experience, and obviously there may be other people out here going through the same sort of transition, whether you be in the UK, whether you be outside of the UK, wherever you live, obviously growing up in the hub / moving out to the suburbs, or as some would say, the sticks. So yeah, okay, so initially guys, I was born in southwest London. Okay, yes, your girl was born in southwest, and the area was called Brixton. Okay, shout out all my Brixton people, love you lots. Yeah, so that was the settlement back in the day. Obviously mostly the Afro community, usually they'd settle on the south side of London. Either you're in southeast, either you're in southwest. So that was usually the whereabouts. So yeah, I was born in London and I did some of my younger years here. So my family, we lived in southeast London for a bit. We traveled further out, you know. That was usually the location for us at the time. And I would say, I don't know, on a personal note, as a younger kid back then, I don't really remember much, but I would say it was nice because everything was popping off back then. Like, obviously, as a kid, you see all the parties, you get entertained, you go out, you see all your people, your family was there. Most of my family was settled in South as well. So, yeah, I would say, yeah, I did have a good time. Like, South was the one still. Like, you know what I mean? I don't even know about was. It still is, to be honest. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I spent a lot of my younger years in southeast London. And I moved to Essex when I was 15. So to a lot of us that may not be based in the UK or even in England, yeah, so Essex is basically southeastern England towards Southend. I'm saying that way because I'm thinking of the district line. If you live in London, the district line is one long green line, and then there's that way westbound, which is into central, and then there's that way eastbound, which is into Essex. And obviously the last stop on the district line towards Essex is Upminster. So yeah, to all my people, it's that way. Okay, so yeah, I moved to Essex when I was 15, guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I did my college up here. I did my later years of secondary school. I moved here between, like, you know, the early ages of year 7, year 8, that's secondary school basically. And do you know what, guys? Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Your girl has come a long way, as you know already. Okay. What would be my personal experience of actually living in Essex as a teen into my youth and as of now basically? But I would say my experience of it has been very entertaining. I would say initially when I first moved, I was not happy. Guys, I'm not even going to lie to you. I was like, oh, why am I leaving London? Everyone is here, you know. And then, you know, like back in the day, it was a minority for a lot of people as well, if you know what I mean. If you know, you know. So I was just like, ugh, like, why am I leaving? I was a kid anyway, so it's not like I really had a say. But yeah, so initially when I first lived here, I was just like, okay, boom, new set of friends and everything. Like, I didn't really do much because I felt like Essex was just quiet, and I still had like my friends that were based in London, and I had a lot of friends that were based in East London. So my thing was, if I was to stay up at mine, I mean, if I was to go out, I'd literally need to like do a trek on a train. Like, yeah, we about that train life as and when. Um, so yeah, it was just a distance, but luckily I kept like most of my contacts in London, so it wasn't a thing where I was just like posted in Essex per se. Like Essex was the place, but it was just where I'd basically sleep. So yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? So I went to school up here. Decent, decent, decent. I think the education is good because you're not going to get distracted, guys. Um, yeah, my education was good. I went to college near Southend. So yeah, I really love studying around there, guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you, like it was good. So Southend is similar to an area called Colchester. So to anyone that may be studying in Colchester, yeah, I see you. Um Yeah, college times, yeah, I think college times was my best times in education, funny enough. I know like a lot of other people could probably relate to this because it's a lot different to when you go uni, innit? But yeah, that was just before I left for uni. So college times, obviously near Southend and all that, yeah, it was lit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So I think like my personal experience of like obviously being in Essex as a teenager was very different for me. I felt like half the time I couldn't like obviously like stay here. Like if I wanted to socialize, I would have had to go back to London. So I think the only thing for me that was prominent was the travel. So where I live currently, or where I've currently grown up, is let's say about 45 minutes away from London, and I'm 25 minutes from East London. So 45 minutes being central London. So yeah, there was a little bit of a distance for me. Um, I think growing up in Essex also like cultures you differently. As you know, like from the Afro community, like, you know, there's distances like with cultures here. There's not many. So, and especially when I moved here at the time, there wasn't a lot of people like, you know, minority and that. So it felt good, obviously, as you know. As you know, when people don't really know you, you feel kind of special, innit? So it felt good to me, and I obviously like to mix. I like to socialize, so I got to meet different kinds of people, have different kinds of social groups as well, not just people from where I'm from, basically. So that was another plus. Um, so yeah, I mean, initially, like living in Essex from young is kind of hard. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, as I said, guys, it's a little bit of a personal story time for me. It was a little hard. But the only thing I would say was hard about it was just not being able to connect straight away with the culture. There is a culture difference. Yes, that's it. Culture in terms of like how things are done here. It's a lot more modernized. Obviously it depends whereabouts in Essex you go. But yeah, I lived in a decent part of Essex, and yeah, you get used to it after a while. That's another thing. So to anyone that may be transitioning from wherever you live across the world, like from the hub being the city to the suburbs, or the sticks as we'd call it in London, just know that it will get easier in time. Like you ain't got to worry. Like obviously part of you moving as well, if you think about it, it's also your transition, like you becoming who you was then to who you are now. Like when you spend a certain amount of time in a place, you become a different person. I think like me, even living in Essex and growing up in Essex has evolved me, has changed me. And yeah, I feel like I've become a better person, more braver, and I do have more understanding of different people. So it really just depends on you. But yeah, I have nothing bad to say about Essex, man. Shout out to my Essex people. You lot are doing the most. So, how do I feel about it now? So guys, this ain't no documentary thing, yeah? Everyone has their personal experience. But for me, I felt like Essex can and is the place. Yeah. It is a place. It is a good place to stay. If you're like feeling to move out and everything, and you're just like tired of London, yeah, try Essex. Bring your kids here if you got kids. Like it's a good place to like grow up. and, you know, go school, pursue a career, like go college, whatever you do. Even as a single person, you might even be able to save a little bit, because I know living in the capital is very expensive in every country, not just England. So yeah, I think like it is a good place to transition to. On a personal note now, would I continue the rest of my life in Essex? Probably not, no. Yeah, I had fun. Essex, I love you. Mwah. I had fun, but no. I think it's good for a certain period of your life. Just for a certain period. That's about it. Yeah, that's just about it, guys. You need to, when you're traveling / moving to a different area, you need to know your time frame. You need to set a time frame as to, what do I plan on doing here? What do I want to achieve? And what would be my main focus? And am I building here? Am I investing here? Am I getting property here? Do you know what I mean? And also, if you're getting property here or in anywhere, don't feel like you have to stay in that location. So I've always been like, oh yeah, allow getting a property here, I don't want to live here. But it's not even the case. Like, it depends on you. So yeah, to anyone thinking that they're going to invest in Essex, you can. Don't just think about London alone, because everyone is like, oh, London, they want to get a property in London but they can't afford it. Guys, think Essex. I'm going to put a caption of that. Think Essex, okay? Again, this is not a promo thing. This is my personal experience. But yeah, last but not least, would I move back to London? Okay, cool. I don't know how to put this, yeah, guys. Yeah, I love my London people. London is my heart. But no, I wouldn't. I think I've spent too much time living in Essex, growing up in Essex, like improving myself around here. So I don't think I would move back to London, no. And I'll give you a reason why. London is packed. London is actually packed. So basically, if I was to move back to London, yeah, I don't think there will be enough space for everything that I want to do. Also, the prices is crazy, guys. It's actually crazy. So at this point, obviously, growing up, you want to like think about moving out of the capital. And yeah, it's better that you just invest in another location. Like, initially when I was younger, I was like, yeah, I wanna move back to London. Like, I can't believe we live here. Please, can we move? Like, this is how I was to my parents. I was like, please, can we move? No, guys. Your girl has been fully nested in Essex for a very long time. So yeah, I don't think I'll move back to London. Obviously, I still have a few ties in London. So if there's things that I need to do, i.e. work, family, meet up with people, etc., or get certain stuff that are unavailable in other areas, yeah, I'll definitely travel into London. That's not even a thing. But yeah, I don't think I'll move back to London. Number one, because of the expense. I think it's too packed. And yeah, I'm just too used to the quiet life. Yeah. Oh yeah, another thing is, yeah, Essex can be a little bit quiet, but just think about the areas. It depends what area in Essex you live. So yeah, that's it really, guys. I don't know, like, obviously, yeah, I don't know. Am I an Essex girl? Does this make me an Essex girl? But anyway, thank you so much for listening, guys. And yeah, thank you if you stay to the end. Obviously, I will be back with some more stuff. Let me know. Like, comment, share, subscribe.